Hi, my name is Ricardo. I'm your measuring and installation specialist here at ordermyblinds.com. And today I'm going to show you how to install an open roll roller shade. And what I have with me today is a ProWeave S 3% in a jet black color. It's actually the same blind that I got right behind me. But first, to install this, we're going to need to install the brackets. Now, before we install this open roll roller shade, we're going to need to make sure we have the right tools. We're going to need a drill with a number 2 Robson bit. We're also going to need to make sure that we have the correct hardware. We're going to look for 2 brackets, 1 right and 1 left, and 5 screws, 2 for each bracket and 1 to install the hold down. Step 1 is installing the brackets. Now, before we install the brackets, we want to do a couple of safety checks. 1, that your ladder is nice and sturdy. Number 2, just check your window casing. Make sure that there's no live wires and there's no electrical behind here. Once you've done your checks, we're ready to install the brackets, which is step number 1. First, find the bracket with the pinhole. This is the left-hand side bracket, which will go on inside the window casing, as this is an inside mount installation. So I grab my drill, hold the bracket with one hand, one screw in, 2 screws in. There's your left bracket. Then we take the right-hand side bracket. Again, 2 screws for this. Inside. 1 screw, 2 screws. And that's step 1. Okay, now that we have the brackets installed, we're moving on to step 2, which is actually putting the blind into the brackets. In order to install this blind, we're going to find the pin end first, which is this end here. As you can see, it's got a lever or a spring action, which makes it easier to install. You want to find the pinhole, press into the pinhole, and on the other side is your clutch with a couple of little twists. It goes in, pull down to ensure it's safely inside, and the blind is installed. Now that we've completed step 2, we're going to move on to step 3 and 4, which is setting your limits. Now, in your hardware, you should have received 2 little plastic balls that we call stop balls. And what these do is they prevent your blind from over-rotating up or going past the windowsill at the bottom. Step 3 is doing the upper limit. Simply use the chain to position the blind at the upper limit. Reach in, pull the cord down, and insert. Don't worry if you get it wrong. You can take these off and reinsert so that they stop exactly where you like it. Now that we've completed step 3 and set the upper limit, we're going to do the same for the lower limit, step 4. First, I want to use the chain to bring the blind down to its lowest position. And this is a preference, but usually I like it almost resting on the bottom sill. Once you've rested it down at the bottom position, you come up here, pull the chain, and insert your second stop ball. Now I'm going to go lower the blind and just check, just a little bit touching there, but I like it. Now step 5 is installing the chain holder. And the chain holder has 2 functions. 1, it's a safety mechanism which prevents small children from getting around the chain and causing them to choke. And it's also a great way to keep the chain in place just in case there's any wind and you open your window, this doesn't rattle too much. Now, installing this is fairly straightforward. We're going to use our final screw that came in with our hardware. Hold it against the side of your window sill, press down, and insert the screw to hold it in the open position. Now, before I install it, I want to make sure that there's enough give in the chain. I don't want to pull it too tight or too loose, just enough that the chain can comfortably pass through the mechanism. Once I've found my spot, and I install it. And that concludes our installation of the open roll roller shade. And you can see it's an easy to use, simple yet very effective blind. Now remember, you can find this blind right on our website. Just select blinds and shades, roller shades, and this is the ProWeave S 3% in a jet black color. You can find many other colors to choose from, and if you have any questions, please feel free to contact us. We're always here to help. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.